Hello everyone, it's Supra, and after publishing my subpar hardline beta review and understanding all the ins and outs of that game and getting pretty bored of it at this point, the CTE is something to come back to. The CTE has been somewhat a flash in the pan, just for the netcode part really. Even I haven't been playing much of it as of recent. At some point DICE decided to unlock everything for all the players, entailing the guns, camos, attachments and everything. Which I think they should have done from the start, because after all it is a test environment. It's not all about the unlocks and all the rest of it. Their current objective, as of a day or so ago, has become Rush. Rush, I think safely is my favourite game mode. I have been playing Rush since it was called Gold Rush in the original Bad Company. Rush, among a lot of things in Battlefield 4, just aren't enjoyable and really don't play out well, so I've been steering pretty clear of it. I have a video dedicated to Rush and Smoke Tools and the Naval Strike map, so you can check back and see how I feel with those. So seeing the Rush game mode as a CTE initiative quite pleases me. I've played about 6 games, and the first issue that they make is the servers that they put the Rush game mode, the Rush build on, are 64 player servers. 64 player has never worked out well. It's only really worked out well on Armored Kill for Battlefield 3, and that's Conquest Large. People like it because it's a clusterfuck, but any sensible, good-minded player that wants some gameplay that they can actually assess and move around in isn't going to enjoy it. Ultimately, it's going to depend which side DICE is going to cater to, and the issue on top of that is that it's a 75 ticket count. So it's never been a win for the attackers, and we've never actually been able to see all of the MCOM placements to see which MCOMs they've moved on the 2 maps that they've selected. This is Siege of Shanghai and Zavod 311, as I have in this video. The couple of MCOMs that I have seen moved, they have done a pretty good job at moving them. They are far away enough and, you know, in different enough areas that, you know, a defender can't sit in the same place and defend both MCOMs. They have changed up the vehicles, and on Zavod 311, for example, they've introduced the Amtrak. I think the Amtrak should be introduced for all Rush maps. I think it's a pretty essential tool for the Rush game mode. On a side note, they have made an amendment to Suppression. They have introduced a Vignetti effect and released a thread on the CTE forums explaining how Suppression works. There are 6 factors to Suppression. The Vignetti effect they have just added. This is the darkness around the edge of the screen that was missing from low PC settings and previous gen consoles. The screen effect maxes out at 0.67 suppression, and no visible change is seen between 6A and 100% suppression. Motion blur, increased recoil up to a maximum of 50% vertical and 100% horizontal. Attachment modifiers don't make a difference to this increased recoil. Weapon sway, flinching, and it prevents health regeneration if you're not currently taking medical attention, such as, you know, sitting next to a medic bag or just have, you know, consumed a first aid kit. As I'd said in my hardline beta review, I don't think that Suppression works particularly well in these arcade-style shooters. As I'd also said in my hardline review, I hate the Suppression model in Battlefield 4. I actually like the Battlefield 3 Suppression model more. The weapon sway in Battlefield 4, I feel it's not feasible to fire back, and the weird things that it does to rocket projectiles. So, that's all I have for this one. Expect more videos on this Rush initiative as I see fit. I have quite the firm hard-on for these Rush changes that they plan to make. Please rate and comment on this video, and check out my others. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.